Good afternoon and welcome to the Academy Stadium for this Vitality Women's FA Cup quarter-final. It is Manchester City hosting Everton this afternoon. It is a repeat of the 2020 FA Cup final between these two Women's Super League sides. Manchester City, who have already lifted the League Cup this season and have won this trophy 3 times in recent history against an Everton team who were winners of this trophy in 2010. Of course, Manchester City are in the light blue, and they and Everton both played in midweek. 4 changes from Manchester City's side that beat Reading 2-0 on Wednesday evening. Angadal comes into midfield. All 3 up front are changed as well, with Jess Park, Lauren Hemp and Ellen White wearing the captain's armband starting. Georgia Stanway, Hayley Rasso, Bunny Shaw and Janine Becky all dropping to the bench. As for Everton, well, they come into this cup match off the back of a home 3-0 defeat against Chelsea in the Women's Super League, also making 3 changes from that side. Sandy McKeever is back in goal, and Hannah Bennison, Claire Elmsley and Simone McGill all dropped to the bench. Coming in, Kenza Darley, Lucy Graham and Tony Duggan, who of course was at Everton, then spent some time at Manchester City, now back at Everton. So a player familiar with both of these teams, but will be at the front of an Everton side who probably come into this game as underdogs. I think certainly that has been recognised by their interim manager Chris Roberts, but he has vowed that his team will do everything in their power to fight until the last kick of the game. Both managers recognising that, well, in the Cup, things can be different. Ellen White, the captain for Manchester City, Izzy Christensen, former Manchester City player, the skipper for Everton. And following the coin toss, it looks as if the players are happy to remain where they are to get this match underway. 3rd time these 2 teams have met each other this season. They've already met once in the league. So a win for Manchester City against Everton in the League Cup. And now they meet for a place in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. First blow of the referee's whistle as she just looks at her watch will be the indication for the players to take the knee if they choose to do so, in a continued show of support for the fight against all forms of discrimination. The second blow of the whistle will get us underway at the Academy Stadium. To Bronze, touch back to Roebuck, lifted out to Stokes on the City's left-hand side. About kept in play by Bronze, but then it's Darley who picks it up for Everton. Stokes finds the run of Weir, held up by Hemp. It's back in to midfield. Park with a touch. Now with Bronze, chip from her. Launches the ball into the 18-yard box. Ellen White is prevented from pulling that ball back in, but she does win her team an early corner from some early pressure from the home side. First corner of the game, less than 2 minutes played. It's a low left footer, it's flicked to the far post. And heads all the way out of play. Well, Manchester City coming into this game in fantastic form, winning 13 of their last 15 in all competitions. A draw against Arsenal and a loss to Chelsea in the Women's Super League. The only time in the last 15 games that they haven't managed to claim a victory. That's including the League Cup win against Chelsea recently, where they came from behind to win at Plough Lane by 3-1. And I think the referee is having to ask for a bit of treatment for a player. I think there may possibly be a head injury. Certainly I'm guessing there might be a bit of blood that the referee has seen on Demi Stokes, so she is quite right to stop play and check on the Manchester City left back. Well, they've won this trophy 3 times in recent seasons, Manchester City, and it was these two teams who played out the final behind closed doors in November of 2020. Of course, the pandemic forced football to be stopped for a while. On its return, games played behind closed doors, and so the final in 2020 was at an empty Wembley between these two sides. Went to extra time before Manchester City got a 3-1 win. Could be a chance for Everton to race forwards. A line for them to break down, though, of the light blue of Manchester City. And well, a flag is raised as they look to push down the right-hand side. So the offside flag gives the ball back to Manchester City. Ellie Roebuck, who has come back from an injury, one of so many players that Gareth Taylor had to cope without during the course of this season. Launched for the run of Hemp, but McKeever will get there first. Not in goal, McKeever, for the league game against Chelsea in midweek. Courtney Brosnan started in that match, but Sandy McKeever in goal for Everton this afternoon. Pattinson turned back to George. Now a touch from Finnegan. Back out to Pattinson again. Everton just seeing a bit of the ball. I think with the hosts having most of it for the early stages of this FA Cup quarter-final. To win it back through Bronze. It's back to Kennedy. It's now Greenwood who runs forward. Slopes is offering an option on the left-hand side. twist and turn and a chance for a cross. The players were waiting in there for the cross, but Caroline Weir was fouled, and it does mean that there will be a free kick. Referee just having a word with the Everton captain Izzy Christensen about that challenge. And it's another set piece for the home sides. See what a pleasant Sunday afternoon it is. The sunshine blazing down on most of this pitch, except for that little section of shade where this set piece will be taken. Free kick lifted in, well, into a dangerous area. And it was Bronze who was there inside the 6-yard box. Free kick finding the head of Lucy Bronze. And it ends up going over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. These two sides met in the Women's Super League right at the start of the season. Everton losing at home by 4-0 against Manchester City back on the 4th of September. Then there was a League Cup meeting between the two sides in October. That was played here at the Academy Stadium. Manchester City winning 5-1 on that occasion, on their way to beating Chelsea at Plough Lane not too long ago to claim the first piece of domestic silverware of this season. Bronze, one of the players who Gareth Taylor had to cope without for some time during the course of this season. That win against Everton was a good start to the campaign, but then they rather struggled after that for a while and put the City manager under a bit of pressure. But the return of several players from injury has most definitely improved Manchester City's form as they hope to compete for the Champions League places at the end of this season. McKeever plays it short to Finnegan. Turner gets a touch before it's turned back to McKeever. Bit of pressure from White on the Everton goalkeeper. Comes back and then it's Park who tries to thread it forward to Bronze. Pattinson tries to get the ball away. I think both she and Jess Park are suggesting that the other player got the last touch. The referee says that that will be a throw-in for City. Greenwood. Stokes. Hemp. Keeps running. Chance maybe to pull this back. It'll have to be blocked on its way out of play, and Hemp winning her team another corner. It's a low left-footed out swinger. Come back to Weir, who is able to turn it back in. Danger not quite away. It'll come to Bronze, and it bounced back out of the post, I think, in the end. Well, it's another corner for Manchester City, so it got an Everton touch on its way out of play. This one is lifted high. Christensen was the player who got her head to it. McKeever couldn't keep it in play, so it'll be a corner from the other side. Just over 10 minutes played, and well, denied by the woodwork already, and well, that was going just wide. I think McKeever just made sure it was just sort of bobbling just wide from Hemp in the end. I know it's early days in this match, but it can go to extra time and penalties if that is required. Garley gives it back to defenders. McKeever there probably particularly want that ball from Finnegan. Wasn't able to play it back into midfield, but Christensen turned back towards her own goal before the referee says that she was fouled. Chris Roberts, the interim head coach for Everton, said whether you're the underdog or the favourite, the FA Cup always has the potential to throw up some surprises. So cup games can have a different feel to a league fixture. This winner takes all. The side that wins today will be in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Park Touch takes it out for a quickly taken throw-in from Pattinson. Back to McKeever again. Put under a bit of pressure by White, who's bearing down on her. Given the ball back again, McKeever, who this time lifts it long. Into the fans, quickly retrieved by Lucy Bronze. Well, the sprinklers were in full effect on this pitch before the game kicked off. As you can see, a very pleasant Sunday afternoon at the Academy Stadium. Bronze won't get to that pass before Pattinson can clear it. It does, though, mean Bronze can take the resulting throw-in. Most of the action in the first 15 minutes of this game has been inside the Everton half of the pitch. But it is with Everton for this throw. Comes to Duggan. Duggan trying to get away from Walsh. Shoulder on Duggan by Walsh. City turn it back to Stokes. Launched forward by Walsh. Headed back into midfield by Pattinson. Come out to Hemp. Weir's offering an option. Pulled back to Angledale. Comes back out to Weir. Low ball in from her. Oh, and it fits right across the Everton goal mouth. I think the hope was that that strong ball in from the left-hand side might find a Manchester City touch to take it goalwards. Well, there are enough players in there, but an Everton player at the near post was able to get enough on that to take it out for what I make to be City's 5th corner of this game with less than 20 minutes played. Left-footed delivery that's cleared up into the air by Izzy Christensen. Kennedy and Greenwood get a touch each. Now it's Bronze. Touch from Hemp. Hemp rolls it forward to White. Will be turned back to Angeldal. Well, they look to be building up to something there, Manchester City, but in the end it comes back to halfway. All played forward is collected by Graham. Turner to Finnegan. Forward from Pattinson, but goes out of play. Garley was the player she was trying to find on Everton's left-hand side. Instead, City have a throw-in. Well, it won't be long until these two teams play each other again. They actually meet here in the WSL on Wednesday evening, so immediately after this game they will be playing each other in the league. It is 2 wins for Manchester City in the 2 games that they've played against each other so far this season. 9 goals for Manchester City to the 1 scored by Everton in that League Cup defeat. Hemp manages to keep the ball in play. Played into Angeldal. Tries to cut it back and it's cut out. Might come back for Bronze to go on the attack. Bronze. Back into the mix. Oh, it looked like it might just be a back heel by White, I think, just in front of McKeever. Everton just withstanding this Manchester City pressure at the moment, but it is building as the fans encourage the home side on in the stands here at the Academy Stadium. There'll be plenty of Everton fans who've made the journey as well. Kennedy. Now with Greenwood, still on the ball, threads it forwards, just drops loose for Everton to play it back into the Manchester City half. Best chances so far for the hosts. As they come forward again with Hemp. All the outfield players now inside the Everton half of the field as Weir looks up. Out to Park, back to Stokes. Walsh. Ball comes back into the Everton box. Megan Finnegan again able to clear. Well, this was the most recent chance for City. It was Bronze who found Ellen White, her back to the Everton goal. I think she was hoping that maybe her back heel might find its way across the goal line. Dealt with by Everton. This one might not be, though. Oh, it is straight at McKeever. And I wonder if Ellen White might have been offside anyway. Found by Bronze. Just 7 yards or so out. And McKeever collects, but the City captain was offside. Referee's assistant's flag raised, the whistle blown. And halfway through this first half, waiting for the first goal of this FA Cup quarter-final. Couple of other quarterfinals taking place today. Ipswich against West Ham, also kicked off at 12:30, and then at 2 o'clock it will be Chelsea who play Birmingham. Chelsea against Arsenal was last season's FA Cup final, a game that ended up being played in December. I say the previous FA Cup final was played in November. That win for Manchester City did mean they won back-to-back FA Cups, having beaten West Ham the previous season. Ball with Hemp, cross comes in. Again, Everton just clear, but, well, they're so busy defending, so many bodies back inside their own half that there's nobody really to latch on to those balls forwards. As Darley fouled by Stokes, and that will mean a free kick for Everton that looks like Bjorn will leave for McKeever. Everton goalkeeper was at Manchester City Academy for a while. Bronze infield to Walsh. Everton keen to win it back in the centre of the park. Collected by Graham. Then picked up by Bronze. Park. will get the ball back. Park with the ball into the Everton box. Might come back for another chance. The referee slightly in the way as it found its way eventually to Walsh and then Stokes. Now it's with Bronze. Well, she was clipped by Finnegan. It does mean a free kick for Manchester City. Fairly square on the Everton goal. Caroline Weir, unsurprisingly, standing behind this. Chat with Alex Greenwood as Everton sort out their wall. But is just asked to step back a few more steps behind the line that has been created by the referee. Weir and Greenwood still standing with their hands on their hips. Lucy Bronze hanging around in front of that Everton wall, just providing a bit of a distraction as Everton wait to defend this set piece. Blow of the whistle. Weir steps up. Oh, it bounces straight off the wall. Does its job well, the Everton wall, from that Weir free kick. Walsh to Hemp, able to pull the ball back. Hemp, and well, McKeever gets her leg to it at the near post. May well have been stopped by Finnegan on its way towards the Everton goalkeeper. But it does mean another corner for the home side. Looks like Gabby George is in need of some medical assistance. Just coming on to check on here, this might be a chance, although I think the Everton players have stayed close to their teammates. With the sun shining down on the Academy Stadium, often when players are getting a bit of treatment, it is a chance to come and get some hydration for the other players on the pitch. But it looks as if the Everton players are going to chat between themselves about what they've observed so far in this first half. Manchester City players also not being called over by Gareth Taylor, not necessarily wanting to get either a sip of water or maybe a bit of insight from their coach. As that treatment for George is completed, we'll wait for her to be allowed back onto the pitch. We played half an hour. And it is a half an hour that has been all about Manchester City, and Everton have had to do plenty of defending so far. Well, Gareth Taylor had spoken about his team imposing themselves on the game really early on. Obviously the fact that they're at home as well, so that will give them added confidence too. Walsh with a chip to be controlled by Park. Poked into the path of Bronze. Walsh. Again, Everton can clear. Coming into this game, Everton off the back of a 3-0 league defeats against Chelsea, but they had won 3 games in a row before that. The 2-0 victory against Charlton in the FA Cup. They also kept a clean sheet in their league win against Aston Villa before beating Leicester City 3-2 at home in their game before their meeting with Chelsea in midweek. Ball with Stokes. White not able to get her head to it before an Everton defender gets to it first. Hemp now with the cross in. Another back heel and another save by McKeever. Park was the player this time trying to get past the Everton goalkeeper. A few step overs from Park. George one side of her, Pattinson the other. Comes back to Bronze, finds an Everton head, and this time it does go in, and Lauren Hemp will give Manchester City the lead. Well, they've been knocking on the Everton door for most of this first half, and eventually they find a breakthrough. Lauren Hemp to make it Manchester City 1, Everton 0. It was Bronze who started that move. It was flicked on by the head of Ellen White, who knew that she would find one of her teammates. And Ellen White with the assist, Lauren Hemp with the goal. Probably not surprising that they have taken the lead considering their dominance in this first half. Scored a goal in the League Cup win against Everton back in October, Lauren Hemp, and has given her team the leads in this FA Cup quarter-final. One of the goal scorers in the FA Cup final against West Ham as well, Lauren Hemp, in 2019. Well, we've seen some saves from McKeever, some blocks by the Everton defence as well. Oh, this could be a chance, though, at the other end. Well, that went just wide of the Roebuck goal. Well, Everton having gone behind. Now, trying to attack that Manchester City goal for what feels like the first time in this match as they hope to get themselves an equaliser. Goes out for a corner. Still not away. Duggan is chasing the loose ball. Taken out in the end for a throw-in. Well, that shot from just outside of the Manchester City box got a deflection on its way wide that resulted in that corner. Akiva takes it quickly back to halfway. Duggan is now trying to keep Everton possession on that far side. Now it's White. With Greenwood. Short to Weir. Back with Walsh. Hemp races forward. Turner gets there first. Well, the pass almost intercepted by Ghali. City again building up the pressure as they aim for maybe goal number 2 before half-time. Lauren Hemp's goal separating the two sides in this FA Cup tie at the moment. This time a corner is taken quick and short by City. Everton will try and take it away, but straight to Weir. Comes back for a shot that is blocked on the edge of the Everton box. Back with Kennedy. Greenwood forwards. Comes in field to Weir, takes a deflection that allows it to bounce up into the gloves of the Everton goalkeeper. Out to Bronze. Park on a run. Still running Park. Will she go for the shot herself? Plays it across, and it was just maybe an inch too far in front of Whitey was racing in. City wanted to take that throw in quickly, but the referee is going to come and check on Dan Turner. She's fine as City, well, thought they were shaping for a crossing from that left wing. They will perhaps do so now with Stokes. Holds up the ball. Clipped forwards and cleared away by George. Greenwood pumped forward, kept in play by Bronze, collected by McKeever at a near post. I think the referee's assistant has blown to say that actually went out of play, so another corner for City to take. We're in the sunshine. Raises her right arm. Ball to the far post. Comes out to Walsh. Now clipped across on its way out for a goal kick in the end. Not long before we find out how much added on time there will be at the end of this first half. We've had a few stoppages for a bit of treatment to some players. Obviously the goal scored by Lauren Hemp as well. But I don't imagine there'll be too many minutes on the ball and show by the fourth official when that gets raised in less than a minute's time. So heading towards the break after the first half that the home side have dominated, and they've got a goal as a reward for that. Out to Park, and Park just holds up the ball by the corner flag. 2 minutes of added on time, so that's been shown by the fourth official. Comes down to White with Hemp, the goal scorer. Drops his shoulder to turn it back to Stokes, and then a touch from Walsh. Forward by Stokes, but watched by Bjorn on its way to McKeever. Foul on Graham, who's back to her feet. Free kick for Everton to take with seconds before the half-time whistle is blown. And with the ball at the boots of Demi Stokes, the referee says that will do for the first half here at the Academy Stadium. A first half dominated by Manchester City. Just the one goal scored, though, as a result. Some solid defending by Everton, but they couldn't stop Lauren Hemp from finding a flick on from Ellen White at close range. And at half-time in this FA Cup quarter-final, it is Manchester City 1, Everton 0.